see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sex.
The second day of the Sepang MotoGP Shakedown test has just concluded, and frankly, the results recorded on the timesheets have left many with both frowns and smiles of hope. Especially for Yamaha fans, affectionately known as Tune Fork fans, today felt like a glimpse of the future beginning to open. The name perched at the top of the timesheet was Jack, the Thriller Miller. The Australian rider clocked a time of 1 minute and 57.908 seconds, just 1.6 seconds shy of the all-time Sepang lap record of 1 minute and 56.337 seconds. A very competitive time for a shakedown session, especially since the Sepang track is known as one of the most physically and technically demanding circuits. But the main highlight of the day wasn't just Jack Miller. What truly stole the show was the bike he rode, a Yamaha M1 with a V4 engine. This wasn't just another test, but a serious statement from Yamaha that they were taking a new direction to return to competing at the highest level of MotoGP. More aggressive acceleration, a distinct engine sound and stability when exiting corners were hot topics in the paddock throughout the day. On the other hand, another name also stunned the public, Toprak Miller. The rider, known for his aggressive style and extreme control of the bike, once again demonstrated his class. Toprak seemed increasingly attuned to the Yamaha M1 V4, as if the new engine truly suited his riding style. The way he pushed the bike under braking, entered corners at extreme angles, and then opened the throttle early demonstrated his mastery of Yamaha's V4 engine. Some observers in the paddock even said that Toprak's adaptation to the V4 engine was progressing faster than expected. If this positive trend continues, it's possible Yamaha will have a deadly new weapon when the 2026 season begins. The combination of Miller's speed and Toprak's natural talent for taming the bike could prove to be a nightmare for rivals. The shakedown test may not yet reflect the full strength of the entire team, but the signal Yamaha sent today was clear. Yamaha is no longer just experimenting. They are building a new foundation. And if the Yamaha M1 V4 continues to progress at this rate, tuning fork enthusiasts can start to hope. The dark times may truly be coming to an end. And here's the full story. The second day of the Sepang MotoGP Shakedown test has officially concluded, and the results have truly evoked a mixture of wonder, admiration, and immense optimism, especially for loyal Yamaha fans, known as the Tune Forks. What happened today was more than just another lap time, but an early sign that Yamaha is preparing something serious for the future of MotoGP. Jack the Thriller Miller topped the timesheets. The Australian rider posted a time of 1 minute 57.908 seconds, a highly impressive time for a shakedown session. Even more impressive, this time was only about 1.6 seconds shy of the all-time Sepang lap record of 1 minute and 56.337 seconds. This is a relatively small difference considering the track conditions, the demanding nature of Sepang, and the fact that the bikes used were still in the development stage. However, the biggest highlight of the day was clearly not just who was fastest, but what they rode. Jack Miller set that time on a V4-powered Yamaha M1. Yes, this is the bike that has been the subject of speculation, heated discussion, and high hopes among Yamaha fans for months. This V4 engine marks a major shift in philosophy for the Iwata-based manufacturer, which has for years remained loyal to the inline-4 configuration. On the track, the Yamaha M1 V4 looks much more aggressive, especially when accelerating out of corners. The more ferocious engine sound, seemingly more stable traction, and increased straight-line speed are evidence that Yamaha is truly determined to close the gap on its rivals. Yamaha engineers were busy in the pits, recording data after data, while the paddock's attention slowly turned to a single blue garage. It didn't stop there. Toprak Mille's name was once again a hot topic. The Turkish rider performed exceptionally well and showed significant progress. Toprak looked increasingly confident riding the Yamaha M1 V4, even pushing the bike to its extreme limits at times. something that has long been a hallmark of his riding style. Toprak's mastery of the braking phase was truly striking. He entered corners aggressively, maintaining the bike's stability, then immediately unleashed the V4 engine's power as he exited the corner with great precision. Many observers believe that the Yamaha V4 engine's characteristics perfectly suit Toprak's riding style, which is full of control, sharp instincts, and a willingness to take risks. Most interestingly, Toprak's adaptation to the new engine was deemed to have occurred more quickly than initially expected. While riders typically need a long time to truly meld with the V4's characteristics, Toprak seemed to accelerate that process. He now appears to be increasingly mastering the Yamaha V4 engine, not just riding it, but truly taming it. The shakedown test doesn't fully reflect the true MotoGP strengths. Many major teams are still holding on to potential, haven't yet released their full packages, and the primary focus is still on data collection. But one thing is clear, Yamaha sent a strong message at Sepang. They no longer want to be left behind. The combination of Jack Miller's consistent, experienced and fast pace, coupled with Toprak Razgatlioglu's explosive natural talent, could form a dangerous foundation if the Yamaha M1 V4 continues to develop in the right direction. Rivals are certainly starting to grow wary, while tuning fork fans finally have a strong reason to be hopeful. If this development continues in the coming days, the 2026 Sepang Shakedown test could be remembered as the starting point of Yamaha's revival. A new era may be underway, noisier, more ferocious, and far more competitive. The atmosphere in the MotoGP paddock at the Sepang circuit is heating up as the shakedown test progresses. The spotlight is now focused on one name, Toprak Razgatlioglu. The Turkish rider has once again made a major splash after breaking into the top 4 with the Toprak Yamaha team, riding the Yamaha V4 M1. His time may still be plus 1.556 seconds off the top spot, but the significance of this performance is far greater than mere numbers. For Yamaha, this result feels like the answer to a long-standing question that has plagued their V4 project. Toprak is not only fast, but also demonstrates maturity, consistency, and impressive bike control, especially considering they are still in the early stages of adaptation. Making the top 4 amidst stiff competition from test riders and experienced riders is a strong signal that Razgatlioglu is not just a long-term project, but a real threat from now on. From the initial shakedown session, Toprak's progress was clear. Each run showed improvements, both in terms of one-lap speed, stability in fast corners and hard braking, areas that have long been hallmarks of his riding style. The combination of Toprak's late braking technique and the characteristics of Yamaha's V4 engine began to gel, something that many had previously doubted. Toprak's entry into the top 4 immediately changed the dynamics of the paddock. Many rival teams began to pay attention to sector data, not just final lap times. In several technical sections at Sepang, Toprak was even said to be able to match riders who had been familiar with MotoGP bikes for longer. This was evidence that Toprak's adaptation to the V4 M1 was progressing more quickly than expected. From the team's perspective, Pramac Yamaha demonstrated a very measured approach. Their primary focus was not chasing headline-grabbing fastest times, but rather developing the bike's overall package. Toprak was asked to try various chassis settings, engine mapping, and even aerodynamic configurations. The detailed feedback he provided was crucial for Yamaha in accelerating development. Many observers believe that this performance began to answer a major question: which Yamaha rider could truly take this V4 project to the top level? Based on what he demonstrated at Sepang, Toprak is now considered the strongest candidate to become the best Yamaha rider in this new era. This is not only due to his speed, but also because of his ability to develop the bike while remaining competitive. Toprak's performance also had a significant psychological impact. Yamaha, which had been under pressure for the past few seasons, was now starting to show signs of a revival. Razgatlioglu's presence brought new energy, both within the Pramac garage and within the factory.
I see her rolling up, Uber black Cadillac, high heel boots and a sexy body full of tats. Baby's bad, oh baby's hella bad. After her there ain't no coming back. Wanna take a run at that. I think she's feeling me, turn it up a few degrees. My imagination of her body gets the best of me. Oh gosh.